What is going on, guys? It's Tommy, your boy, GadgetsBoy, and John. How you doing today?
What's good?
Sorry, guys. This video is a bit later than we thought. It was going to be Friday, but he's still here. He's still here. We're getting used to the whole routine.
We had a good excuse though.
Yeah. It's been a busy week.
And Friday we played football.
And
we won.
Journalist won.
Yeah.
It's journalist versus PR.
Tech journalist.
Versus PR.
And we won 5-3. And we were losing 2-0 going into the half. And we ended up coming back, scoring 5 goals in the second half, and we won. It was incredible. It was like the Champions League final. Yeah. So yeah, my legs are killing me, but that's why the video.
Shout out to John for motivating the whole team. I was like, you carry the whole team.
You can do it!
Last video we talked about a segment where we're going to be talking about
things we like.
Things we like in the week, what we've been up to, that kind of stuff. And I think we've had a decent week to have enough stuff to talk about. I went to a couple of events. John and I went to a couple of events as well. I think you might have seen a lot of things as well on the side. Yes. You've got an exciting equipment coming up as well on Monday that you can't see until you finish work.
Yes, exactly.
But that will probably come up in another video unless John wants to tell you in this video. I don't know. But I think the first thing that I saw this week was for a car tech. I've always been into cars and the technology that that's involved in them. So I saw Nissan.
The new Nissan Qashqai.
Yes, the new Nissan Qashqai, which is a nice C-SUV, which is just a crossover SUV, meaning it's your normal SUV 4x4, but it's got
off-road and city.
Yeah, it's a sports utility vehicle, but it's also got elements of passenger, making it easy for passengers and families and etc. Whoever's going to buy it to get into it.
What colour did you get?
So we drove the white one. We drove a white one rather than and a blue one. And the funny bit is, I got in the car with Ben from Recombu.
Yeah.
But before I did, he was like, it should be good, as long as we don't get white one, because they're difficult to get shots off for press images.
Yeah.
And then the guy came over and he was like, so that white one over there is yours? We just cracked up. I was like, you jinxed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think for that car, for me, the other thing, it's you have to go for the top spec, the Techno Plus. And the Techno Plus just means it's got, as the name might suggest, it's got all the tech back. It's got everything in it.
Like GPS,
sat-nav, voice commands. It's got ProPilot, which means you get lane assist, traffic jam assist. It's just all that intelligent stuff that enables you to drive with no concerns.
Nice.
But it drives really nice. It's good on cornering, on road. Handling is amazing. It's comfortable. It feels premium inside and outside of the car. You can tell it's been designed in the UK and engineered in the UK. I can see aspects of that. But yeah, I think Nissan are going places.
When's it coming out?
If you go on my website, GadgetsBoy.co.uk, there's an article on there with all pricing and release date. Nice. And all the different versions you can get.
So my mum's like trying to get me to buy her a new car.
Really? Why have you not done it yet?
I'm a journalist.
Why'd you wait
I'm like,
for
Mum, I ain't making it like that. But she sees our, our Instagram, sees us travelling. She's like, John, I want a new car. No, Mum, it's not.
What you need to do is maybe get a press car one day.
Long-term loan.
Yeah. Get a long-term loan, and then she can use that. And then Nokia 8.
Yep, actually, that was good.
I went to the event, but you've played with it as well now. What do you think of it?
Well, it's quick. It's really quick. So they've obviously put a lot of thinking behind the processor behind it. Yeah. And obviously I care about the camera.
Right.
And it's got ZEISS optics in there. So I was expecting good things, and it looks, it's up there. I wouldn't say it's...
John's looking this way because I've actually got
the phone's actually on the table.
The phone's
it's good, but I expected to be blown away. Yeah. But then I've compared it to some of my other phones, and I'd say the camera's really quick, which I love. Okay. And it's very sharp, good in low light. Well, I mean, the shadows are good. I haven't tested it in low light yet. But it makes a good first impression. What do you think?
First thing I thought was, okay, this is a good step back for a step back into the game for Nokia.
It's strong. It's not chunky like the old ones.
It's not chunky. The design is nice. It comes in nice colours. It's got a dual lens. One's colour, one's black and white.
Like the Huawei.
Mono, like the Huawei system. 13 megapixel, both 13 megapixel cameras. Front facing is 13 megapixel as well. F2.0. Again, like you said, car's eyes collaboration. But you see some elements of that in terms of the quality.
The screen's really nice.
Screen is really nice, and I think one thing that stands out for me with Nokia, which they've got right from the get-go, is the software.
Yes, they stopped doing their own software, which did need to happen anyway.
Android on here is pure and secure. You get
it
updates.
Looks like a Nexus device.
Yeah, but first impression is a really good device. The pricing as well, I think it'll be competing with OnePlus 5.
Yeah, okay.
Which could be a dangerous game to play.
Is it USB-C as well?
USB-C.
Nice.
So it's very well up to date.
Yeah.
I'm finishing an article on the website right now. Again, the title, our spoiler, is saying that this actually is a worthy flagship phone for Nokia.
Finally.
Finally.
It's about bloody time.
It's about time. Which brings me to my thought initially, which was it's a first step into flagship devices for for Nokia for me.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is a beginning of
good things to come. Right?
Good things
it
to
should
come
be.
from.
I mean, they've obviously made a statement of intent with something that looks premium, feels premium. It's got a decent camera, a really good screen. So if they can give it a good price point, and then follow that up maybe early next year with something else, and I think they've got a good platform to build on now.
Next up is this device is quite interesting. It's a wearable device. It's called Playertek, and it's made by a company called Catapult. I used to work with them a couple of years back. So when they told me, West Bromwich Albion, when they told me about it, I was like, yeah, sure, let me take a look. And it's basically a GPS tracker. If you are into football or sports in general, you might have seen players wear like a vest when they're training. And what this does is it collects data. So it collects things like distance covered, sprints, how fast you ran. It gives you like a nice heat map of your playing pattern while you're playing. But this is aimed at your consumer. So someone like me, who we play.
Doesn't play football every day.
I don't play football all the time, but when we do like the tech journal versus PR situation, I can get that on board and check it, and then you can also have a look online. He puts you in a league.
Nice. Okay.
With other players who are using it, as well as compare
That's like
you.
Fitbit and all that kind
like
of stuff.
Fitbit, yeah.
Nice.
And it also compares you to some of the Premiership, the professional football players out there. So you can go, cool. My sprint distance, my level of sprinting is actually as good as Ronaldo's, for example.
Or Paul Pogba, if you're a United fan.
Or Pogba. Anyway, so Playertek, that's what that's about. It's a wearable device. It comes with a vest. You charge it up, link it up with an iOS. So the downside to this so far is iOS only. Which means I now have to go back and get myself an iOS device to get my data because I moved completely to Android recently. That's for now. Maybe they will change and update that coming very soon. But that's that. And then I think finally for me, we saw a particular device from a certain brand that we can't talk about until next week.
Yes.
But all I have to say is it's... I know you've got your... You're not so sure about it. But you think it's a good device.
I have my reservations.
Yeah.
But my reservations aren't unique to this specific device. I think it's unique to the brand and the direction it's gone in terms of design. I think that makes the devices very vulnerable. Right. And yeah, it's a very unique design. So no one else is doing the same thing. So I think if they can't strengthen the glass on the product, then for me, that's going to be... I can't get involved in that.
Here's a question for you then. So if you were to build, like, say, I don't know, Apple's come to you and said, John, build us a phone.
Okay.
What would be your top 3 priority on what a device, an ideal device should be?
Battery life.
Okay.
Camera.
Yeah.
And compatibility. I want it to be cross-platform on everything.
So not even durability?
I mean, durability comes with a good design, though.
Okay. But
for me, design isn't the most important thing. My phone's, my main phone at the moment is from 2015. Okay. It's not the most unique or premium design.
Okay.
So design is it's tertiary to me. That's why I ended up getting the S8. Okay. Because I was not happy about the design of it. It looks beautiful, but I didn't feel confident.
Yeah, because my S8 Plus, for example, cracked
All of them break. I don't know anyone who has an S8 who hasn't broken it.
And I feel like Samsung should have some sort of warranty. That means happens.
I feel like they need to do something because I've been looking on forums online. If you Google, Samsung S7 Edge or Samsung S8 broken screen, you'll get Samsung forum pages up to like 12, 15 pages long. Everyone's saying, I dropped my phone from here to here and it cracked. One of them was like, I dropped my phone on grass, cracked. Dropped my phone on the carpet, cracked. It's ridiculous.
What kind of grass are they playing on?
I don't know, but something needs to be done because it's clearly some kind of issue. And I know it's hard to make curved glass. Yeah. I get that. And I understand why it's expensive. But Samsung either need to produce more screens because they know that people are breaking them. Yeah. Or they need to find a way to get the glass better, like to make it more durable.
Let us know, guys, in the comments, what are your top 3 ideal thing that makes a smartphone?
Yeah, I should be interested to know what you guys think.
Ideal for you, yeah. Let's know what you think.
What about you?
I think my top 3, I said design. Design's very important. Battery life, like you, and then camera. because they're just designed because I'm gonna use this phone every day. I want to look at it every day and go, yeah, great phone.
Yeah,
fits nice in hand.
Fair
it's
play.
not too big, etc. Camera because I love photography as a hobby, and I want a good camera. I don't always want to carry my DSLR around with me. And then design, have I said that already?
Yeah.
Battery life. I want it to last. I don't want to carry my
battery life is
battery
the biggest
back.
thing for me.
That's the oldest technology, you know, in smartphones that hasn't been updated.
I feel like
changed.
there needs to be a breakthrough because the technology we use is kind
What
of.
if there's a
it
breakthrough
seems like it's hit
already?
the limit.
What if there's a breakthrough?
Well, if there is, let's
and then
see
they're
it.
not sharing it because it's a monopoly.
True, maybe.
Conspiracies.
Actually, I did read a couple of years ago about wireless technology via Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Like they could charge the batteries through the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
But we'll never see that in.
Well, why can't we charge a phone with another phone anyway?
That's
Most of the time, I carry 2 phones.
Yeah.
So if I'm not using the other one, but one's more of a priority to me, why can't I charge that one?
What, USB to USB?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you should be able to. Well, have you actually tried to link 2 phones and see what happens?
I think Samsung's and some Android phones do it.
Okay.
So when you plug it in, it charges.
I want to try that.
It happened before, but I can't remember which phones I was using.
Was it an accident?
It was just an accident. I was trying to transfer data from an old to a new one. Yeah. And then obviously we've seen rumours. iPhone 8 rumours.
Yeah, and I think what I've seen now, I mean, we're so close to the drop date that every rumour I'm seeing now, like Unbox Therapy dude.
Yeah.
He had like a phone case, a screen protector, and the physical mock-up, and they all match. And I mean, they're 3 separate companies producing products.
Yeah, yeah.
Why would they all match?
Yeah,
they're obviously all working from a template or from metal plates that are for the phone.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So the molds are consistent. The design seems consistent. So I think we're about to see the new iPhone 8, and it looks like we've already seen it, even though it's not official. But it looks nice. What do you think of it?
I think Apple are playing catch up. In the sense that your edge-to-edge display, Samsung's done that already. Xiaomi's done it. LG's done it. So I'm just thinking, what's iPhone actually bringing to the table to enhance the whole mobile technology platform, in the sense that
wireless charging.
Stop it. Stop it.
Apple invented wireless charging.
That's been around since I even started reviewing phones. That's...
Yeah, maybe. But Apple are going to do it, and it'll be better than this.
And they'll be like with the first person.
And, you know, face unlock. That's new.
That's been doors over there, out. Get
But Apple are doing it, so it'll be better.
You can even get on a
ever.
flipping Surface laptop with Microsoft, LO login, where you can just look at the camera and it logs you in. So
yes,
it's an old technology.
Apple are doing it, so it'll be better than it's ever.
Ultimately, though, I'm not knocking them. As long as they do it properly, like they always do, which means no issues, no glitches, etc. It works all the time.
You know it's going to be smooth. Yeah. Whatever they do is going to work very seamlessly.
Which is something for me that I feel like Apple do really well. If they pick a particular piece of tech from another smartphone manufacturer, like even wireless charging, I think they'll do something to it that makes it better.
They'll Appleify it.
That's
hashtag Appleify.
You heard it here first.
Let's make that a thing.
You heard it here first. And then you went to BO Play.
Yes, BO Play had their Autumn Winter 2017 collection thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is it Fashion Week?
I've noticed a lot of tech companies seem to be going down this whole road of making their new launches a collection.
Right.
So it's like a new range of clothing. So they called it their B&O Autumn Winter 2017 collection. And I mean, we saw some wireless speakers, some wireless headphones, some wireless in-ears. Everything's wireless these days.
They've got some in-ear ones coming out, which we can't talk about again, but they look nice. Yeah.
But I mean, they're noise cancelled. The design's really clean. It seems quite Japanese inspired. Yeah. So yeah, I was impressed with what I saw from them. Okay. I think, what did they call the portable speakers? The P2. They're like really like, what do you call that shape? What is that? What is that shape? It's like
a rectangle with curved
without corners.
Edges.
Memory gremlin has got me. But yeah, it's a really nice shape. It's quite thin. I think it's one of the portable speakers you can sip in your pocket, sip in your bag. Yeah.
So obviously we've played with like JBL a lot, for example. Yeah. Especially recently.
How does it compare? I think design-wise, it's definitely nicer. Yeah. But then JBL have the sound quality. So
yeah. I'll take sound over design any day.
For me, with speakers, sound is the most important thing.
It's like photography. I'll take image quality and usability over whatever brand it is.
Yeah.
And design, all that stuff. For me, anyway. And then what else is there? I've been playing with OnePlus 5 for ages.
Okay.
Review went up on the website. Do check it out. Link will be in the description again. But it's actually become one of my favourite smartphones.
But why though? Why is everyone's raving about the OnePlus? I don't get it.
So
I'm not on the hype.
Here it is. So when OnePlus first came out, I wasn't too keen. Design, camera, etc. For me, I was just like, it's okay. But then I always carried 2 smartphones on me at all times. For whatever reason, I've done that for many years. I don't know why. Because I'm always comparing things. Don't worry about it. And so now I've got the S8 Plus and the OnePlus 5 in my pocket all the time. And the OnePlus 5 is, if you ask me how do I describe it in one word, I'll say an all-round solid device. Pricing is good. Specs is good.
Design's nice.
Design's nice, feels nice. Awesome accessories. I'm on about cases, not accessories really.
And a really good camera.
Software smooth. Really good camera, if I haven't said that already. Really good camera. Really good camera.
Really good camera.
Sony optics in there. Battery life is good. You got a dash charge. Software slick, smooth. There's no bloatware apart from OnePlus Community app, which is random on there. I don't mind.
I've never even heard of it.
I don't use it.
The OnePlus community? Are you in the OnePlus community?
Let us know.
Let us know.
What else is there? It's just like front-facing camera is amazing.
Oh, it's like 13 megapixels, right?
Yeah. So I think it is. Don't quote.
It's really good in low light.
Good in low light.
When
all
we're down in
round.
parties, it's quite good.
I mean, there's been situations like in Vegas, the phone that you took off me to take pictures of was the OnePlus, not my Samsung.
Yeah.
Sorry, Samsung. But the camera is so good.
Yeah. Great for party selfies.
It's just all round really good device. And people always say, yeah, but 6 gig RAM, for example, is an overkill. But no, it's future-proofing your device.
And the thing is, you're going to see 6 gig RAM coming up in every smartphone that's coming up.
I think there's a certain phone coming out next week with 6 gig RAM, which we can't talk about just
yet. There are going to be 6 gig RAM is going to become the benchmark for all phones, at least for the next year or two before 8 gig RAM becomes a thing. So I think people might say at this point it's too much, but like you said, having that amount of capability within a phone makes it future-proof. Yeah. It means your phone today is still going to be good next year, and possibly the year after, and the year after that. So it's, I mean, I remember when like my laptop used to have 4 gig RAM in it.
Yeah.
Now phones have surpassed that. Like my laptop currently has 16 gig RAM.
Look,
and we're not that far off, you know,
the next
phones having that. In
the iMac Pro is going to support 256 gig of RAM, I think.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I remember saying to a guy that I met from Parallels, he was showing me software again. I can't talk about that yet, under embargo. But he was like, yeah, so Parallels is going to support blah blah blah, and I was like, who actually needs that? It's like, yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
If you spend that sort of money.
Yeah, but do you know what? I mean, everyone says the whole like who needs that thing comes up when you're talking about screen resolution, when you're talking about processing power. But people forget that, you know, every time a new phone comes out, the requirements of the system as a whole increase, because you're looking at a much higher resolution screen, much more powerful software within the phone, within the device. They're connected constantly to the internet. Yeah. They're constantly trying to make your life better by recommending things to you. So all of that processing power does come into play down the line. It always, you know, if I had a phone now that was less than 13 megapixels, it would bother me. Because that's now become the benchmark. Everyone has a 13 megapixel camera. Yeah. So I expect that from a phone now. I mean, yeah, it could go up. We've had 40 megapixel smartphones before. But it can't go lower than 13. That's now the benchmark. And the same thing will happen for battery power. The same thing will happen for RAM. 6 gig RAM will become the standard, and you'll expect it from your smartphone. Samsung is the only one who's really done something to move the needle on design of phones.
And LG.
But Samsung made, like, you know, the first kind of push in that direction.
Like the curved
edges. Because I thought, you know, how else can a phone be?
Yeah.
And even now, you've seen they've developed that flip phone in Asia. Flip phone. But they're going back because there's no new ideas. Yeah. And so I think the design of phones, I feel like we kind of need to get to a place where they are kind of minority reported. It's just a fucking slab of glass. Oop, I swore. It's just a slab of glass that like slips into your pocket and doesn't, you know, I think you know the whole camera bulge thing.
Yeah.
I think the thickness of your phone is going to become the next.
I remember every
bulge.
time we go to a Huawei event, the guy on stage will always be like, "No camera bump," and everyone applauds, and you're like,
"Oh, that DJ Co, I love him so much." DJ Co, that's the guy. Every time he talks, and maybe he's a Samsung guy.
I don't even know his name now.
DJ Co, look him up.
Why is that a thing? No camera bump.
Because
when you place it on the table.
No, but Apple made a big thing out of you being able to wobble was it the S6?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a big thing out of it, and because Apple made a thing out of it, it became a thing. So now no camera bump is an important thing to have.
Anything else that you've seen this week or working on? What's new?
I've just bought a new camera, which I'm absolutely in love with. I've used it before.
Please tell us.
The Hasselblad X1D is one of the most beautiful pieces of design, technological design I've ever seen. Wonderfully crafted, hand built in Sweden.
Is this? If I look online, I can find this, right?
Yeah.
Right,
just Google Hasselblad X1D.
I'm gonna cover his image and just put Hasselblad down. Just be like, every time he says it, Hasselblad.
Seriously. But yeah, no, the camera is incredible. It's a 50 megapixel sensor.
What?
50 megapixel
50?
sensor. Yep. Medium format. Digital medium format.
Why do you need 50?
When
50?
You just follow me on Instagram, innit? And you'll see what the difference is. But I mean, yeah, I mean it does seem bonkers to shoot 50 megapixel frames and then post that stuff to social when it's like 2 megapixels.
I mean,
but the quality is just another level. Like I've got a friend of mine, Justin Mott. If you look at him on Instagram, Ask Mott.
Right.
His Instagram is insane, and he has the X1D as well.
Okay.
He's a photographer. He's based out in Asia. I think he's in Malaysia.
Okay.
And his shots are just outrageous. And yeah, it's on Instagram, but they still his level of photography versus someone else who uses a DSLR is this. It's a whole completely different level in class.
Yeah.
And he's a great photographer, but the camera he's using meets it meets his level of skill.
So I just shoot for hobby. Like I see some piece of architecture or something about, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I'll take a shot. What's the advantage of having a 50 megapixel sensor? What are the advantages?
It's not so much the megapixel count. That is just resolution. But the X1D has a medium format sensor.
And what does that mean?
It's 4 times the size of your full frame DSLR.
Okay.
It's significantly bigger than your smartphone. Your smartphone sensors are like that big.
Yeah.
And medium format sensors are about that big.
So basically,
you're just gathering so much more light.
Data, yeah.
So they're larger pixels. They can capture more image data.
Right.
So then the level of detail that you get is just insane.
So you can crop in afterwards.
I could take a picture of your face right now and crop in on your pupil and get a nice detailed shot of your pupil, which is insane. So yeah, you're really talking about the sensor size rather than the resolution. Yeah. Resolution
how much are we talking for something like that?
It's a lot of money.
Okay.
It's over £10,000.
Guys, he needs to make that money back. If you need any photography done,
I'm gonna start a just funding me page, just giving page.
Go fund me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me that's about it for the week.
Yeah, I'll bring the camera in next week so you guys can have a look at it. But it is insane.
Yeah. Next week there's a lot happening as well.
You're going to New York next week.
I'm in New York next week.
You bastard.
Like to rub it in.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm going to New York
next week.
You
didn't want to take me out, but hey.
Going to New York next week.
Stop.
We're there with Samsung. Having a look at
I'm with Sony next week.
Yes. So while I'm at Samsung, I think you're doing Sony.
Yeah.
So we're going to be covering those. So again, stay tuned on our pages, channel, everything. Again, links are always in the description. Because those are exciting for smartphones industry in
There'll
general.
be some good stuff coming out.
And then I think there's IFA happening the week after.
Yeah.
Again, that's a lot coming out. We're going to be there with Harman.
We'll do some all-day stuff. I'm there with Fitbit.
You're there with Fitbit. I'm there with Harman. Audio stuff, but we're not restricted to that. We're going to be seeing.
No, we'll be covering all the kind of portable. There's I've got Kodak have emailed me about some 360 cameras.
Yeah.
So there's all sorts of stuff happening. Yeah. So the week after next, next week is gonna be crazy. The week after next, we'll be doing more live stuff because we'll be at the show. So yeah, definitely check out the Facebook page GadgetsBoy, and we'll be live streaming from IFA as well. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes. Now we're gonna go off and shoot a video of a car. Nice. Yeah. A car that's been refined a lot. But yeah. Cheers for watching, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Sorry again, it didn't come out on Friday, but that might be the situation in some cases where we've got a lot going on. There's only 2 of us for now. So hopefully next one will come out next Friday. If not, it will come out at some point.
In the future.
It will come out.
Friday or another day.
And obviously in between you get a lot of other content that we're doing.
Yes.
There's one about a hotel with arcade gaming, retro gaming, all sorts. I'm just finishing that up. So that will be on the channel very soon as well. But yeah, in the meantime, hit subscribe, share it, let us know what you think. Any questions, drop them below. Have I missed out anything?
No.
In that case, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.